Hi, I'm Saroj Agarwal and this is Babita Junjunwala, both co-founders of Man Ki Baat and Journey Within. After our first video on gaslighting, we had a lot of queries on how to deal with gaslighters. And here we are to answer all your queries. Over to you, Babita.
Thank you, Saroj. Friends, people aren't born gaslighters. It is a learned behavior. They see it while growing within friends, families, neighbors, and they understand that it's a controlling tool. To be frank, it works. The gaslighter may not even know that he is doing something manipulative or abusive, but he lacks self awareness and thinks this is a total normal behavior. So, Saroj, how do we deal with gaslighters?
See, we have got something called sixth sense or intuition. So when we feel that something is not right in a relationship, we should not ignore our intuitions. We should start paying attention to the manipulative behavior. सोचो अगर कोई तुमको बोलता है तुम अच्छी माँ नहीं हो एक दिन दो दिन चार दिन if you hear this every day we say it becomes a belief, right? But if you look at it practically, you do have your reality in front of you. तुम्हारे बच्चे are they not disciplined? Are they not doing well at school? Are they getting complaints from friends, neighbors, or are they misbehaved? Are they getting a bad report card? अगर सब कुछ ठीक है तो how can you be a bad mother? So assess the reality and listen to your intuitions.
So, Saroj, as you're saying, we should always listen to to our intuitions and in all kinds of relationships, right?
Absolutely. And we should always make a trusted friend or relative our confidant. होता क्या है ना हम लोग के अगर something goes wrong in a relationship, we are very ashamed to talk about to our peers or to our near and dear ones. लोग क्या कहेंगे? This always comes in our mind. लेकिन always try to make a friend, a confidant, so that you can at least have a very strong support system when things are not going right. And they can also give you a perspective. You can get a different perspective of the situation.
Yes, true, Saroj. And when you're being criticized about your skills, be it cooking, organizational, communication skills, just to name a few, please check in with the others to know your reality. And if you believe in your heart that this is not true, don't allow the other person to discredit you, right?
Right, absolutely. And just don't accept the gaslighter's assertions regarding your mental and emotional wellness. As in, कुछ भी बोलो तुम तो रोने ही लग जाती हो तुमको तो हर बात बुरी लगती है. Just don't accept his viewpoint. सच बोलो वो भी तुमको अखर जाता है. अपने अंदर झांक कर तो देखो क्या वो जो बोल रहे हैं वो सब क्या सच है.
Yes, absolutely. And remember this, friends. जब भी क्रिटिसाइज किया जाता है हम अपने डिफेंस में आर्ग्यूमेंट करने लगते हैं बट द गैसलाइटर विल ट्राई टू गेन एन अपर हैंड एंड सीक रिवेंज इफ रिटेलिएटेड अगेंस्ट. Don't act afraid or upset in front of him. They are like bullies, they'll be tempted to hurt you even more. Instead, try to move away from the situation and talk about it assertively when the other person is in a good mood.
Absolutely. You see, Babita, gaslighting doesn't happen overnight. The gaslighter repeatedly he tricks, deceives, and manipulates his victims and wears them down over time. This leaves the victims confused and lost. They start self-doubting themselves over small things. But in early stages of gaslighting, there are definite signs that you can recognize those signs. As if you're being repeatedly lied to, if you're being criticized on a daily basis, if you're being isolated from friends one by one, slowly and steadily. Recognize these signs and set up your boundaries.
So, Saroj, how do we set up our boundaries?
By setting boundaries, we can take stand for ourselves and not allow somebody to play with our feelings and emotions.
Okay, like supposing there's a difference in perspectives between the gaslighter and the victim, and the gaslighter says that you're just imagining things. So the victim can always stand up for herself or himself and say that, yes, I understand that your perspective is different from mine, but I am not imagining things, right?
Absolutely. And if there's name calling between an argument, you can always take a stand and say, गाली गलौज होती है तब मुझे कुछ सुनाई नहीं देता. If you want to talk to me, talk in a very sensible way. It is very hurtful when you call me names. So such assertive statements always puts a gaslighter on the back foot.
Yes. And friends, don't always think emotionally in relationships. When you get the first signs that you are being gaslighted, think rationally and mindfully, and this will help you surely evaluate your situation in a better way.
Absolutely. Gaslighters are people too. If a gaslighter's partner, friend, or parent is willing to do the hard work of changing the way they argue or interact with the gaslighter, change is possible.
Yes, and using these emotional skills that we have talked about, Saroj, victims come to learn that they don't actually need anyone else to validate the reality. And thereby they can build their self reliance, confidence, and they can define their own reality. Yes?
Absolutely.
Friends, if you're being gaslighted, get help from a therapist, and we are always here to help you. You can contact us at the numbers given on our page. Thank you.
Thank you.